Lovely viewers, grab your favorite drink, get cozy, and get ready to be swept into a world of glitz, glamour, love, and surprises, because today we're diving into a story that feels straight out of a romantic drama. But this time it's all real. If you've been following the heartwarming journey of South Korea's ultimate power couple, Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo, you're in for another breathtaking chapter in their fairy tale romance. Just when we thought we couldn't possibly be more enchanted, Lee Min-ho has once again proven why he holds the title of the ultimate romantic. This time, he swept Song Hye-kyo off her feet by surprising her with an extravagant boutique shopping experience that left not only her speechless, but fans too. Now imagine walking into a luxury fashion district in Seoul, where every window glows with soft golden lights reflecting off high-end designer labels. Picture the hush of anticipation in the air, the subtle clicks of camera shutters from a distance, and the soft murmur of curious onlookers who can't believe what they're seeing. That was the scene when Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo were spotted walking hand in hand into one of the most exclusive designer boutiques in the city. Private access only, mind you. What came next was nothing short of magical. As always, Lee Min-ho was dressed in his effortlessly classic style. Tailored blazer, soft cashmere shirt underneath, and a pair of polished loafers that whispered elegance with every step. But it wasn't his outfit that caught the attention of the boutique staff. It was the quiet yet confident way he guided Song Hye-kyo inside, holding her hand as though the rest of the world faded away. Song Hye-kyo, ever so graceful, wore a minimalist white silk blouse paired with soft beige trousers, her hair cascading in loose waves. But it was the glow in her smile that gave everything away. She had no idea what was coming. The boutique itself had been closed off for the day. Yes, an entire boutique reserved just for the two of them. Staff whispered excitedly as they prepared exclusive pieces from world-renowned brands. Chanel, Dior, Valentino, and a few rare couture items flown in from Paris just a day before. You could sense something big was about to unfold. As the couple walked in, the store manager greeted them with the utmost respect, and within moments, racks of designer pieces were rolled in front of them, each item more breathtaking than the last. But here's the twist. Song Hye-kyo wasn't aware that this wasn't just a casual stop. Lee Min-ho had spent weeks secretly planning the entire thing. He had personally curated the collection that would be shown to her. Each outfit, handbag, and accessory had been chosen based on her tastes, colors she often wore, designers she quietly admired but rarely splurged on. He even had her size confirmed by her stylist ahead of time. Now how's that for attention to detail? One by one, pieces were unveiled, and Song Hye-kyo's reactions were priceless. A soft gasp at a limited edition Hermes Birkin bag, a quiet laugh as she twirled in a flowing Elie Saab gown, and even a moment where she playfully nudged Lee Min-ho after he insisted she try on a pair of daring red-bottomed heels that he claimed would stop time itself. Every emotion was captured. Pure, unfiltered joy. Fans who got a glimpse from outside could hardly believe their eyes. Though security kept things discreet, whispers flooded social media. Are we witnessing a K-drama in real life? Is this Lee Min-ho's way of saying thank you to Song Hye-kyo for being his everything? Who needs fairy tales when this couple exists? Comments were pouring in faster than ever, and hashtags like #Minhyo shopping spree and #couple goals on another level were trending within hours. Now you might be wondering, what exactly did Song Hye-kyo walk away with from this ultra-exclusive shopping spree? Well, let's just say she left with more than just a few bags. Among the stunning items selected were two hand-embroidered evening gowns rumored to cost over $80,000 each, a velvet clutch encrusted with rare sapphires, and a diamond-studded Cartier bracelet that had been privately commissioned months ago. Yes, months ago. Because while the world thought Lee Min-ho was busy filming, he was secretly planning this lavish surprise. But more than the luxury, what really made everyone's hearts melt was the way Lee Min-ho looked at her during the entire experience. Every time she tried on something new, his eyes lit up with admiration. Every compliment felt genuine, as though she was the most beautiful person in the world. And to him, she truly is. At one point, he even whispered to the store manager, "This is not just about clothes. This is about her knowing how deeply she's loved." And let's not forget the moment that fans are still talking about. A quiet pause in between fittings where Song Hye-kyo suddenly hugged Lee Min-ho and said, "I don't need all of this. Just you." The entire staff, witnessing that tender exchange, was left in awe. you could hear a pin drop. Because at the core of it all, despite the glitz, the designer labels, the flashing cameras, and the price tags, what we saw was pure, undeniable love. When it was time to leave, the boutique team had arranged for a small celebratory toast. Champagne glasses sparkled, and a soft tune played in the background. To everyone's surprise, Lee Min-ho raised his glass and made a short, heartfelt toast. He said, "To the woman who brings light into every room every day. May this be one of many ways I show you how much you mean to me." With tears brimming in her eyes, Song Hye-kyo clinked glasses with him, and they sealed the moment with a soft, knowing kiss. Afterward, the couple stepped out of the boutique holding hands, followed by staff carrying designer bags stacked high. The street outside had filled with curious fans and photographers, yet the couple remained calm, smiling gently at the onlookers. Song Hye-kyo gave a small wave, while Lee Min-ho simply wrapped his arm around her protectively. It was the kind of scene that could close out a film, the final act in a storybook romance. But of course, with Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo, we know this isn't the end. It's just another beginning. Fans are now speculating that this surprise boutique experience might be tied to something bigger. A celebration, a milestone, maybe even a gift before a second honeymoon or the arrival of a new family member. Theories are flying, and excitement is at an all-time high. What makes this moment so beautiful is not just the extravagant gestures, but the consistency in how Lee Min-ho showers Song Hye-kyo with thoughtful, meaningful surprises. Whether it's a handwritten note, a quiet dinner at their favorite countryside inn, or an over-the-top boutique day designed entirely around her, he never misses an opportunity to make her feel like the queen of his world. And viewers, here's where you come in. What do you think this surprise boutique day was truly about? Was it just a spontaneous romantic gesture? Or is there more to the story that we haven't yet uncovered? Could a second wedding ceremony be on the way? A celebration of a private anniversary? Or maybe it was his way of thanking her for standing by his side through all the ups and downs. Let's hear your thoughts in the comments below. Now, if you were in Song Hye-kyo's shoes, which designer piece would you have chosen? The hand-embroidered gown, the sapphire clutch, or maybe the custom-made heels Lee Min-ho insisted on? Tell us in the comments. This is your time to step into the fantasy and imagine what it would be like to be loved so deeply, so thoughtfully, and so luxuriously. We've seen many K-drama couples over the years, both on screen and off-screen, but Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo continue to redefine what real-life romance can look like. They show us that love isn't just about the grand gestures, but also about the details, the planning, the personal touches, and the deep understanding of each other's heart. And before we wrap up today's feature, we want to take a moment to say thank you to every one of you, our incredible viewers, for your continued love and support. You make this channel what it is, and your excitement for every new update about Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo fuels the stories we bring to life. We're not just watching a love story unfold. We're part of a global family that believes in true love, soul connections, and fairy tales that come to life. So, keep your notifications on because you never know when another heartwarming update will drop. Will Lee Min-ho plan another secret getaway? Will Song Hye-kyo surprise him in return? One thing's for sure. The love story of this beautiful couple is far from over. And as always, we'll be here to bring you every romantic twist, every surprise gesture, and every emotional moment along the way. Until next time, lovely viewers, remember, love like theirs reminds us that anything is possible, especially when two hearts beat as one. If today's story made you smile, made you dream, or gave you hope, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. You never know who might need a little extra magic today. And as always, stay tuned for more breathtaking stories about Lee Min-ho, Song Hye-kyo, and the fairy tale they continue to build, one unforgettable surprise at a time. The sun had long set over Seoul, yet social media was still ablaze with the footage and whispers from that glamorous day. News outlets couldn't stop covering it. Influencers were analyzing every frame of the couple stepping out of the boutique, and fans from around the world were glued to their screens. If love had a physical form, it was everything captured in those few minutes. Their entwined hands, the playful look Lee Min-ho gave her as she laughed, and the soft way she leaned her head on his shoulder as they waited for their car. In the hours following the sighting, fan forums exploded with theories. "This isn't just shopping," one fan tweeted. Lee Min-ho is definitely planning something bigger. Mark my words, there's a huge announcement coming. Another fan posted side-by-side clips of Song Hye-kyo wearing new jewelry, suspected to be the diamond bracelet she picked out that day, and her latest Instagram post, where she looked radiant and captioned it simply with, "Days like this, gemstone. Fans couldn't help but zoom into every corner of the photo. The angle of her smile, the way the sunlight caught the glimmering stones. Was it a coded message? Was she teasing us? Meanwhile, industry insiders began whispering more juicy details. A boutique staff member, who preferred to stay anonymous, revealed that Lee Min-ho had requested a private customization label for each item purchased. Each item had a secret message sewn in. Her initials, their anniversary date, and phrases like "my forever" and "all of me for you," the insider claimed. It was like watching a love letter being turned into fashion. What's more, this same insider disclosed that Lee Min-ho had requested one final item to be gifted at the end of the experience. A custom perfume blended exclusively for Song Hye-kyo. Designed by a master perfumer in Paris, the fragrance was described as soft, floral, with hints of vanilla and rose. Song Hye-kyo's favorites. He named it Kyo's Light. Yes, you heard that right. Lee Min-ho literally created a scent just for her, and fans haven't stopped dreaming about it since. But here's where it gets even more captivating. According to another insider close to the couple's circle, the shopping spree wasn't just a romantic gesture. It was part of a pre-planned celebration. The rumor that the couple just finalized a new milestone in their relationship, possibly an anniversary, or even something more private and life-changing. "They've been glowing lately," said the source. "It's the kind of happiness that's rooted in security, in knowing you found your forever." Naturally, fans began connecting dots. Some recalled a cryptic quote Lee Min-ho posted months ago. "She deserves everything beautiful, and I won't rest until she has it." Many now believe he was referring to this grand boutique surprise. Others pointed to Song Hye-kyo's recent interview where she briefly mentioned, "Life feels very warm lately. I feel seen, cherished, and deeply appreciated." At the time, no one paid it much attention. But now, fans are convinced it was her subtle nod to Lee Min-ho's unwavering devotion. And if that wasn't enough to fuel the buzz, a fan who claimed to be working near the boutique released an unseen detail. They left in a luxury car, but not before Min-ho helped her into the vehicle like a true gentleman. Then he walked around to her side again, leaned in, kissed her hand, and whispered something that made her burst out laughing. Since then, fans have been trending hashtag "What did Min-ho say?" with the wildest and cutest guesses flying across platforms. From "You're the only thing more priceless than these diamonds," to "I told them to throw in a tiara too, Queen," the internet has turned into a dreamy space of swoon-worthy quotes and romantic predictions. But beyond the online frenzy, there's something undeniably real about the impact this couple is having on people around the world. Countless fans have shared how seeing Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo's bond has inspired them to believe in love again. One fan wrote, "After a hard breakup, I never thought I could believe in love again. But watching how Lee Min-ho treats Song Hye-kyo, it reminded me that real love exists. Gentle, thoughtful, deep love." Another shared, "They're not just actors, they're symbols of the kind of love we all deserve. Honest, expressive, intentional." As days passed, more details about the boutique visit started emerging. Apparently, one section of the boutique had been transformed into a memory lane corner, a soft-lit area featuring photos of their journey together. From their first public appearance as a couple, candid moments from private trips, behind-the-scenes shots from a project they worked on secretly, and even Polaroids of them cooking together in the kitchen, dancing barefoot in the living room, and cuddling under fairy lights on their balcony. Yes, Lee Min-ho had those framed and flown in just for that moment. Can you imagine Song Hye-kyo's reaction walking into that? She reportedly stood still, holding her hand over her heart, whispering, "You remembered everything." To which Lee Min-ho simply said, "How could I ever forget the best parts of my life?" After the boutique visit, it said that the couple retreated to a private countryside estate to enjoy a quiet weekend together. One local shopkeeper who lives nearby noticed a luxury car parked outside a modest yet beautiful villa. I saw them walking by the river at sunset. No security. Just the two of them, arm in arm, laughing and feeding the ducks. The simplicity of the moment starkly contrasted the lavish shopping spree. But that's exactly what fans love about them. They're as grounded as they are glamorous. Back on social media, fans started recreating moments from the shopping spree. TikTokers posted their own boutique roleplays with hashtags like #MyMinhoMoment, while others recreated outfits inspired by Song Hye Kyo's style. The impact was clear. This wasn't just a celebrity story. It was a movement. A celebration of love that resonates far beyond screens. And if you thought this was the end of the surprise, think again. Rumors now suggest that Lee Min-ho is working on something even more sentimental. A documentary-style short film featuring their journey, with clips from private moments, surprise dates, travels, and even the boutique event. A close production source hinted, "It's not for public release, at least not yet. It's a love letter for her, in visual form. But if they ever do share it with the world, people will cry. It's that emotional." Lovely viewers, can you believe this? It's like watching the most beautifully crafted drama unfold in real time. And we get to witness it together. But now we want to hear from you. If you were the one Lee Min-ho surprised in a boutique shopping spree, what would your dream gift be? A designer handbag? A handwritten note inside a coat pocket? Or maybe just that look of pure love in his eyes? Let's continue celebrating this magical couple. And don't forget, every love story has chapters that unfold slowly, unexpectedly, and with a bit of sparkle. Stay tuned, because if we've learned anything from Lee Min-ho and Song Hye Kyo, it's that the most unforgettable surprises are still yet to come. And as always, dear viewers, thank you for being the heart of this channel. Your excitement, your theories, your love for this couple make every update more thrilling. Keep dreaming, keep loving, and remember, fairy tales do exist, and we're living through one together.